Hello friend, welcome to CZ video tutorial. My name is Sandeep Bashak and thanks for finding me. In this video tutorial I'm gonna teach you how to add shader, texture, light and to compositing to your image. In my previous tutorial we will teach you how to create this model, just especially just tin shade, and in this video tutorial we're gonna teach you how to create your image, just add a shading, texturing, add lighting and something like that. So let's go. First, this is my existing Blender file. So this is the 3D viewport, and this is the there are two editor. This is the 3D editor and this is the timeline editor. And now I'm gonna add a shader or add a texture. So first select the object, this is the wireframe mode. There is nothing in interior, so need no add an interior object because this is the exterior scene. So we use some exterior object or model in my 3D scene. So first select this object, and in this section when you add a texture, just at first you select the object where to add a texture. Cursor here, add cube, then this is the material section. So, and now go to the node editor and go to click here and then click here, and you add, click here new, the automatically these two nodes are added here in the node editor. So in this section we use node based editing system to add a node. So the beneficial of this section, we can add anything what we need. Start, select the glass, just type name glass window, just press T Here you can see different type of node in tool panel. To draw, Fresnel layer, shader, mix shader. This is the tool panel, or you can say a menu panel. Vector, color. So add anything. Just click here, mix shader. Just click what you need. First, glass window. This is the glass window texture. So first use a mix shader, then use the add shader. You can find the all node here, or you can find from here. Or directly you go press shift plus A, then press S and type anything what you need. Add shader, translucency, transparent, hue, add shader, mix shader, and add a layer weight and blend mode. Change the blend mode 1 and add a transparent BSDF. Leave the color in default, and add a glossy BSDF. Change the ZZX to Beckman and roughness 0.011 to add this two shader, glossy and transparent. Then again just duplicate this, again duplicate, change the Beckman, roughness same, and change the just color, just change just 638F A0, just change the color. And then again you add a bump map. You can find here, or you can go to add to here. Everywhere you can find this node, from here, and from here. Blender is very user friendly, so don't worry. And change the strength 0.020 and distance 0.100, and then say add a noise texture. Just change this value 0.500, detail 0 and distortion 0. Default value of noise texture, this is the default value, just change. So hide it, then add a aluminium shader. First add a mix shader, diffuse shader, glossy shader, change the ZZX to Beckman, and roughness 0.200 and diffuse color, just copy this number, and now add Fresnel IOR. Change IOR value to 300. The default Fresnel node is 1.450. Just change the number and add 2 in fact. Now select this object, select the main object, tin sheet. It is set up on a ceiling, so you can find this type of sheet in a rural area. Steel glossy sheet. So first add a mix shader. First add glossy BSDF, change the ZZX to Beckman, roughness 0.10, then again duplicate this glossy, change Beckman, and color just light gray, B2, change the roughness 0.300, add the mix shader and add 2 glossy and mix shader node, then add a layer weight. The default layer weight value, just change the blend 0.100 and add the face in fact. This is the output and this is the input. What's happened to add or without add a layer weight? It is just a blending mode. It is just to mix the 2 glossy BSDF, and when you add a layer weight, it is just blend 2 shader. This is the main function of layer weight. Then duplicate the glossy shader, roughness 0. This is the just change the color. First add a layer weight, then add a color ramp and change the B-spline. The default color ramp. How to change the default color ramp? Just change the B-spline and white to pose 0.850, white to pose 0.850, and black 0.290, black 0.290. .850 0.850. And add the color to the fact input. Then add a value node. Then add a value node. Change the just this value node, duplicate it and just change 0.3 and 0.1. It is just what is this? Just roughness. Then hide it. Now we use this door wood material. Store wood material. Change this object. First, add a diffuse. This is the default node, and add the glossy BS step. Change the diffuse color. X number 3511004. Roughness 0. Glossy. Just number 592D12. Roughness 0.000. Add a mix shader, then add a layer weight and change the blend mode 0.050. Then duplicate the glossy BS step and just change the roughness 0.010 and leave the default, leave the color in default. Then add a mix shader, add this mix to here, the mix here, and add a layer weight. So hide it. Now you add a car paint. This is the simple, just a simple node. We make it not a more complex. Just create it easy shader. So first add a glossy BS step, change to ZZX to Beckman, change the color, red color E70F00. Glossy BS step, roughness 0.300, and just the X number. This is color number. When you use this number, it is a perfect color number. When you use this type of, choose area basis color. This is a guesswork, not to add a perfect color. So always use the number code, color code. This is the color code. Add the mix shader, then add a glossy BS step, change the ZZX to Beckman, leave the color in default, roughness 0, then add a layer weight, mix shader, car paint. Chrome bold. We use the same shader here. Is the bold, not bold. Same shader we use here. Just add a glossy BS step and just change the roughness 0.320, and I'll add a, what is this? Let's say math, just change the mode in multiply and add in displacement. So height, this shade is name plastic gray matte. Change the diffuse color 161616, roughness 0, then add a glossy BSDF, just change the color 848484 and roughness 0.20, then add the 2 BSDF in mix and add a Fresnel, then add the FAC and the input FAC in the mix shader node. Turn signal. Just add a gloss BSDF, change the color, just copy, paste here, roughness 0.1, it's okay, and add a glossy BSDF. This is a gloss BSDF and this is a glossy BSDF. Just change the color E77E21, roughness 0. Add a mix shader. Okay. Height. Reflector. How you make the reflector? Just add a glossy BSDF and roughness 0.010. Leave the color in default. Okay. Headlamp. Glass headlamp. Add a gloss BSDF, change the roughness 0.100, then add a glossy BSDF, roughness 0, add a mix shader and material output. Alloy. Glossy BSDF, add a glossy BSDF and add a color ramp. We use the color ramp to change the roughness. You can change the roughness by just change the roughness value. But this roughness, this color ramp had a different type of roughness. Just add a color ramp, change the cardinal and the black color pose 0.440 and white color pose 0.80, FAC value 0.50. Just change radio. AC machine, add a AC machine texture. Diffuse BSDF, add a bump. First add a image texture. Image texture, I would add a image texture, then add a color ramp and change it in default. Add a bump map. This color ramp make your image in black and white. So this is black and white. This is the color image, and this is black and white image. This color ramp make your image black and white. Add a bump. Change strength 1.00, distance 0.100. This is my AC machine UV map. Just press Shift plus F10 to go UV image editor. And directly press Shift F3 to directly go to node editor. It's okay. Then add this shader name pillar. First add a image texture. We use a normal map. This is the normal map. Image texture. How to add the image texture? Suppose this is your image. Just select, drag it here and drop here and play it. Now play it. So now add a normal map. Now first select this object, go to the press tab to edit mode, or you can go to direct here edit mode. Press A to select all the vertices and press U to unwrap. This is the unwrap of this object. Strength 0.100. Add a diffuse BSDF, change the colors, this is the color code. Add a glossy BSDF CCX, roughness 0.200. Add a mix shader, fact value 0.100, and again duplicate the diffuse BSDF, color code C9BAB, roughness. This is the roughness. Then again add a mix shader, fact value 0.600. Material output, it's okay. Then add a grill. How to add a grill? Add a diffuse, change the color, add a glossy, change to CZX to Acumin Shirley. CZX to Acumin Shirley and roughness 0.100. You use the CZX. Just spread this specularity. This is the main function of Acumin Shirley. This is the main function of Acumin Shirley. Add a layer weight, blend 0.080. Now add a wall shader. First add a image texture. Then add a normal map and change the color to non-colored data. Image map is the default. Just click here and open, or you can directly select the image and drag and drop here and change the color mode to non-colored data. Then add a glossy BS step, roughness 0.200, add a default BS step, change the normal into the normal input, add a diffuse BS step and change the color. You can add any color. Add here in the ping C97CA2 and add a mix shader and mix the two shader, just this shader and this shader. Now use woody type floor. First add the image texture. We use this texture. Just select the image to your main disk location. Add the RGB curve and add the RGB curve. And change the curve, just this type of curve. Then add a diffuse BSDF. Then image texture, this is the normal map. This is the wood type of normal map. Change the color to non-colored data. This is the normal map of wood texture. This image add here. Add a normal map select this object, tap to edit modes, deselect, then again press A, select all vertices and press U and unwrap. This is the UV map. Diffuse, then add, this is the math node. This is the math node and value to 0.500. Add the add node in this place. If you add directly here, there is more bumpy. To decrease your bump amount, you can add math. Change it, multiply, and link to it displacement. And change the value. You can change the value 0.1, or you can change the value 1. 1 is more bumpy, 0.1 is less bumpy, and middle. Deselect, pillar, umbrella, must add a image texture, then add a hue saturation, change the saturation value 1.2, value 1.70, and add a translucent PSDF. Add a glossy PSDF and just change the Shirley GGX to Shirley mode. Roughness 0.200 and add a mix node and add a layer weight layer and add the facing node in the fact value, multiply, then add a math value. This is the math value, and change it in displacement. And now select the image, go to edit mode, deselect, select the all vertices, press U to unwrap. The umbrella image, and this is the UV map editor. You can go directly here, go back to node editor, object mode, height. Now select the sofa. Just image texture. This is a normal map. We use the map. This normal map we use here. Change the color to non-color data. Add the normal map. Then add the diffuse and change the color. You can add any color as you need. 739A47. Select this image, go to edit mode, deselect, again select and paste to unwrap. Go to the UV map editor, okay. I think shading is complete. One more. This is a different type of shader. This is the different type of shader. First, add the glossy BSDF, change the color. This is the color code, roughness 0.100. Again duplicate this glossy BSDF and change the color. This is the color code, roughness 0.300. Add to glossy BSDF in mix shader, FAC 0.500. Then again add to layer weight, blend mode, just change the blend mode 0.100 and again add mix shader, duplicate this BSDF and no, not duplicate, just add a glossy BSDF. Roughness 0, change the ZGX to Beckman. Now select all the nodes, Shift D to duplicate. This is the duplicate and just change the color to E7. BA. Just change the color. E7. Just change the color. Add the main or add the duplicate group. This is the main group or this is the duplicate group in mix shader. Now add a geometry and this is the back facing. Just connect in fact value. This yellow color is in upper facing. We add the yellow in upper face and white color in lower face. To change it in vice versa, this color. Now add light. So unhide all object, deselect. Now at first go to the font view, shift your cursor, press S to cursor in center, then add a lamp in sun, grab it in Z-axis, press R to rotate, then go to top view, press S7, then rotate, just rotate it here. Change the global. Select the sun. Change the strength 4 and add a black body. This is the default value of temperature. Just join the color in color. This is very yellow. Change the temperature 4600. Just change your original sun color. It's a black body. Don't change here the sun color. It is a guesswork. It is a non-professional work. It's non-professional work to change the sun color here. Just add a black body, change the temperature. And when you add the temperature 4500 to temperature 5000, you can get the original sun color. When you add the 6000, turn into white. When you add it is halogen type color. And change the side 0.02 0.020 to cast shadow. This is the fill light. Add a plane. Just add a plane. Scale it up. Then add a emission and name fill light, and go to the object panel, property panel, go to the cycle setting and unselect camera, deselect glossy, deselect transmission, deselect volume scatter, just select diffuse and shadow only. You can change this color. Okay, now I'm gonna add render setting. Go to the render section, resolution 100%. The output type PNG. You can use the Targa, JPEG, but professional artists use Targa or OpenEXR, but we use here just PNG, just presentation the image. Just compress to 95%. Change the sampling, render, we use 300, you can use 1500. When you add this scene to make video. This sampling value 300. When you make this scene in still image, just change the sample in 1000, more than 1000. Clamp direct 5 and indirect 5. Film to transparent. And now go to the layer section, render layer section, and this is the pass out. Do you know what is render pass? Render pass is like taking a pass through a book. You skim over to try to collect and observe what you want to know. In Blender, render pass is a product of the render engine, where it produces selected information about a certain aspect of the 3D view. Blender allows you work on these passes separately when you select them in a panel. To select, now I select the combine. Select the diffuse, you can select the glossy direct, and select environment. Just okay. And so now select the Blender render to cycle render, and now change the system have no GPU or graphics card, so if you use the graphics card, so Ctrl Alt U to go to the preference, go to the system, you can see the CPU and GPU, CPU and CUDA, CUDA technology. Just select the GPU or CUDA, and now world shader. Click this world icon. This is the world shader. Set the ambient and occlusion. Check the ambient occlusion. Change the factor 0.2 and distance 10. Now background, add a background shader, then duplicate the background and change the strength 4. Just type background, I add the two node hue and saturation and bright and contrast for enhance the sky color. So at the bright and contrast, change the contrast 0.1, it is variable. You may change 0.5 or you may change 1. So you can see that it should more contrast. So 0.1 is okay. And add hue and saturation. Change the saturation for 1.2. It is also variable. You can change the saturation value, and then add a sky. Change the turbidity 4.0. Then duplicate the hue and saturation. Change the saturation 2.2 and value leave the default setting, and change the duplicate background node strength 3. Then add a mix shader. This node light path to appear the glossy ray in object. So add a light path. If you use the camera ray, shadow ray, then there is no shadow from environment ray. If you use diffuse ray, so there is no diffuse ray from environment. I use here glossy ray. This was a environment shading. Now you add a camera. Now add a camera. Go to the camera section and change the focal length to 40 to make a less noise image. When you just selecting the camera, we can take this scene. So this scene in 3D view and press Ctrl Alt plus numerical 0. Okay. If you use Windows or Windows-like operating system, just use the right Alt and Control. Just not use this Control or Alt. You use just right side Control plus Alt. So select the B. Render view. Okay, here is the render view of your 3D scene. So I have some work. So I like this image. This transformer movies like image. And Shift Z to go to the object. When you add this scene, just selecting the camera and press Ctrl plus Alt plus 0 and press N, lock camera view, and you can change go to the 3D view, go to the top view, and you can change here, rotate, and now you change the focal length 28. Again press N and deselect. Now press Shift plus Z to render preview. It's okay. It's a very nice scene. Then again Shift plus Z to go to object mode, then press Ctrl plus B. Okay. For render, just press the render panel and go to the node editor and press share. Okay, render is finished. Is the render layer node. At first is the image, Z environment, glossy direct. First add a hue and saturation. You can add all thing, trace pencil, render layer, image, movie clip, marks. From tool panel, everything you can add from tool panel, or you can directly add to add menu. So to add vector, filter, color, or you can press Shift plus A and press S and type anything, hue and saturation value. Just change the saturation value 1.2, value 1.8 for brightness the foreground image. To change the value 1.2. The image is less bright. To change it 1.8 and saturation 1.2. Then add a alpha convert. Add a alpha convert. Just type alpha. Just add a alpha convert and add a alpha over. Press alpha over. Go to the render layer node. Select the environment socket and then again add a hue and saturation node. Change the saturation 1.20, value 1.2190 to enhance the sky color. This is the original sky color, and we enhance it by using this node. So alpha node, alpha over, then add a map value, then again map value, and just change the offset value, size, and use minimum, maximum, and change it's more foggy. It's okay. Again you add the mix node, add a mix node, just the map value you can add in fact value, and change the color just 70655D0 because the fog color of noontime is like slightly yellowish, so we use just yellowish color. And mode to screen, then add a bright and contrast and change the contrast value 1, then add a glare, and change the change it to fog glow, medium, threshold to 1 and size to 9 it is variable. If you change to 7, the fog will less fog, so 7 is okay. Again you add lens distortion, just check the projector and distorted value 2.01. Okay, this was the just simple node of compositing this image. Still you can use this node any kind of image. This is the just basic technique of compositing. So what's more, so the tutorial is finished. So like this video, share this video, and don't forget to subscribe. Hit the subscribe button. See you again. God bless you.